What's up, Oscar? We made it, man. Our first episode. This is my podcast, or our podcast, that we called It's All Love. We made this podcast to talk about sports, talk about life, whatever you want. I mean, in the future, I hope to have some of my friends here and family, whoever. And, you know, I just wanted to create a podcast where we could talk about sports without like, you know, getting heated. You know, I feel like a lot of shows, there's just a lot of bad energy, and I'm a big energy guy. You know, just because I like OKC and you like the Lakers doesn't mean we're gonna kill each other for it. I mean, it's just sports, and it's all love. That's why I made it.
It's all love. Yeah.
What's up, Oscar?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Oscar. Like David said, I'm an electrician who doesn't really have a team or is even into sports. But
you used to like the Suns, though.
Yeah, I did like the Suns. Yeah, you're right.
With Nash,
Steve Nash back in the days.
Crazy.
Yeah, but now I don't really have a team, which is crazy. But it's all love. Now, you know, you came up yesterday or a couple of days ago, and you said, "Hey, man, I want to start a podcast." And I kind of had the same mentality, but I really didn't know what to do. And then you're like, dude, I want to do something because I believe you listen to a podcast, right?
Yeah, All the Smoke. Shout out Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. I love their podcast, dude.
Is it good?
It's awesome.
Even for somebody who doesn't follow sports, you think that would be
yeah, like they're just funny. Like it's just you just watch it and you'll laugh. Even if you don't know what they're talking about, you'll laugh. Like They don't care. I mean, it's All the Smoke. Like they just have no filters, and that's what's funny. I've been watching their show since it started. It really inspired me to get this going.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm a big energy guy. So, and I'm big on signs. So if I see something and it's telling me to do something, I'm gonna go for it because I feel like that's what's meant for me.
Go getter.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
And you know, I was like, you know, F it. I shot Steven Jackson a DM. And I was like, hey, I'm thinking about starting my podcast. Is there any advice you could give me or tips? And he responded. And to me, that was big because it's like he doesn't have to do that. He's a celebrity, and he has tons of other fans and people DM him and this and that, and that was just big to me. So I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then big ups to you because you did this all. He did all the technical mic and audio and all that in like 24 hours like that.
Hey,
and I mean,
we're go-getters. We're go-getters. Hey,
but yeah, it was 24 hours later. We literally did this in a day, which is crazy.
It's crazy, but here we are, bro.
Here we are, man.
Know,
the first episode. You got to start somewhere.
We got to start somewhere. Now, it's all love. Where did you come with this name? Because I know you came up with Peace and Love, right?
My shirts?
Your shirts, Peace and Love.
I have a Peace and Love clothing brand. It's not really up right now, but I hope to get that started once the quarantine's over.
Okay.
You know, I'm a big peace and love guy. You know, you respect me, I respect me.
Right.
You respect me, I respect you.
Uh-huh.
I just like good people, you know. There's so much hate in this world, and it's crazy. Like, people rude for no reason. I hate it.
Right.
I just want to spread positivity. And yeah, like I said, I created this podcast so we could talk about sports in a civil way, in a loving way, you know. And yeah.
Cool. Well, you said you have a favorite team, right?
OKC.
All right.
Since 2012. No, 2011.
I think you have a shirt, don't you? Durant shirt.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I have it hung up in my room. When he was with us, though, I don't know about now. I mean, I have no comment on that. You know, trading teams and stuff. But yeah, I'm a big OKC fan.
Okay.
Since 2010, 11, when they got swept by the Mavericks.
That's crazy.
I seen them, and I never had a team, and I was like, hey, I like OKC.
All right.
Ever since.
Now, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know for a fact, because we're family, that you don't play basketball, but you're a huge basketball fan.
Yeah. I mean, I play basketball. Don't get me wrong. My friends know I hold my own. I mean, yeah, I've been playing soccer since I was 6, competitively up until like 19, 18. You know, I've always watched basketball. I could say I like watching basketball more than I do soccer. But I never really got into it. You know, my family's more of a soccer oriented family.
Okay.
Big ups to that. But Yeah, I just love basketball. I love watching it. I love playing it. I mean, I could talk about sports all day with anybody. I could debate. It's fun. That's why I made this.
But why didn't you ever like say, Mom, I want to play basketball. I want to be in the
I
team.
I did.
And what happened?
My mom. Look, I played basketball for what, a season?
Oh yeah,
a
sports
season?
and rec or something.
Yeah, I played league or whatever. And you know, my mom was always like, she was at the games, but she was always on her phone or like, you know, it wasn't compared to soccer where she'd be at the games yelling for hours and hours, and it was just, I was just like, man, I'll just play soccer. And I don't hate soccer. I mean, I like basketball, you know.
But it's not your preferred sport.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I know that you were playing for a bit with Lewis, right?
In his basketball team?
In his basketball team?
No, we were about to, and then the quarantine came. It was that like sucks. 2 weeks before. It was gonna be like my first time playing in an actual league since I was like 10, and yeah, it got canceled.
So you were gonna be playing.
You played with him though, remember?
Yeah, you were gonna be playing. You were gonna be a young cat with a bunch of old geezers. No disrespect, but hey, man, there's a bunch of geezers out there. You're gonna be balling on everybody up, man. Man, getting all these old people injured, not able to go to work.
You played with them though?
I did play with them for a bit.
I was like 13, 14 going to you guys' game.
I was lost in those games, man. It sucks. I was like, let me play, you know. He's like, all right, man, jump in. And I played a couple games, and
I see you draw some buckets though.
I'm more of like an outside shooter, 3-point shooter, but
I remember that.
It's when it gets competitive, I guess that's not my thing. That's not my thing at all. So you said this is about sports. Let me throw a question at you. I know that right now you're always watching sports, you're always watching TV, and right now all they're playing is a bunch of reruns of games back in the days. What do you think about the season ending or being canceled because of the time right now, which is due to the coronavirus? What do you think about that?
That sucks. Like that sucks.
It does.
10 games or 15 games before the season ends, and it cancels.
Yeah.
Like that's like you're training your whole season for this. You're playing game after game, and then right when you get to the good part, I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
Like so I can't imagine like being in that situation. I mean, but it's the coronavirus. Like that's
right.
It's deadly.
Has there been any interviews of any guys talking about it and how they feel?
I mean, yeah, everybody chimes in and stuff. Like, it's all the same though. Like, everybody wants to get back, but I mean, I don't see how they could do that right now with it being out of control and all this. Like, it just sucks. Like I said, from a competitor standpoint, you do want it to start, but I mean, I don't see how they could do it in a safe way. And even if they do, like they find an alternative. Like I heard, like they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna go to Florida, or I heard put everybody on a cruise ship. And even if you do that, like, yeah, that's cool. Like, you could finish the season, but I mean, who wants to be like 3 months away from their family, and then plus training camp, like, because you obviously have to train before you go. You don't want anybody getting hurt. And it's just, I don't see it happening.
So are they still training? I mean, do the team still get together and train?
Well, I mean, you can. No, you can't.
So they're just.
Well, I heard they're gonna open the gyms though in like, what's today? The 29th.
Today is
like
the 30th. Yeah.
In like 2 days, they were gonna start opening the gyms back up for the players only.
Oh, okay.
But I still don't see it happening. And for me, like, from a it's your dog.
we are doing this at our home, so excuse us.
Yeah. But like I for it to be I feel like from a legacy standpoint, I feel like it should, because let's say the Lakers do win it. You know, you got LeBron on there, you got Davis. Everybody's gonna know this championship as the Corona championship. You know, like, they're gonna be like, oh, you guys took all this time off and then you just came back, and then like that's not really how you win it, I guess, you know.
Yeah. And
then it's like, I feel like it's just gonna be like a whole debate thing. But then it could go the other way too. Like, if it's canceled, they're gonna be like, oh, the Lakers are first seed, we would have for sure won,
right,
if the season kept going.
But who knows if, you know, I know that the Lakers were like somewhere in a good ranking, right?
Yeah, first seed in the West.
What was the other teams up run for, like, you know, first seed or so?
Oh, you didn't turn off your phone. What's up with that?
Oh man, that's my alarm. It's my alarm to go back to
Man,
work.
we're doing a podcast.
I know. See, that's what happens when you have a regular job. You gotta go back to work. Oh man, what's going on? What's going on here? It's not even my alarm. It's somebody calling, dude. Come on,
sorry about that.
Killing it. My bad, yo. My bad.
You get fired on your first day.
Already. Oh man, God, I think I'm gonna have to go file for unemployment. Get those $600, baby.
Yeah, big ups to that, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. The extra $600 help out the people out there. So yeah, so we were saying the teams are up there in first place.
Yeah. Well, obviously you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, pure dogs on that team. The Nuggets might be a sleeper. They're up there. You got the Bucks. Who else? The Celtics, the Raptors. You got a lot of good teams up there.
So you got some competition. I know that the Lakers were in a good spot. They were winning games. But do you think now if they were to come back that they would be at the same pace as they were ongoing?
The Lakers?
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, cause even if they do come back, like, people always talk about like your physical, you know, cause like I'm pretty sure everybody's just chilling at home. Like,
well, I'm sure they're still working out.
Yeah, I know,
right?
but it's a different.
If you love the game, I mean, you're still gonna work out.
But like, it's a different dynamic, especially in basketball, cause like basketball, it has a lot to do with chemistry, you know. So the more you are away from your team, like, if basketball is more of like runs, you know, like if you get a good run, like if you're playing good with your teammates, like it's a rhythm, you know. And if you just stop out of a sudden, like it could just go bad like that, you know. And that's what I'm saying, like. But then again, everybody's at the same, you know, like OKC. They're a team that isn't supposed to be a 6 seed, but I'm sure like during the season they caught a rhythm, and with that rhythm it makes them better, you know. Like they're not as good as they are if they just stop. You get me? Right.
So do you think the ones that were number one teams before the coronavirus, if they were to come back, do you think that they still will be like number one teams, or do you think that there's like other teams, like you said, the sleeper teams that will be rise above that and now take their spot?
I think the Lakers would be the same kind of. I think the Clippers would have some issues because they were already having chemistry issues. You know, they weren't really playing as a team before they left. So I definitely think they'll have some problems, but they're still good. Celtics have like a good coaching program and all that. Like they have a good coaching staff, so I don't think it'd be too big of an issue with them. Same thing with the Raptors. They got Nick Nurse. He's a good coach, and they didn't have any chemistry issues before they started. Yeah, I mean, that's
all right. And what do you think about the upcoming free agency?
Free agency?
Yeah, free agency.
That's terrible. I think that's gonna be a big issue, especially like now, cause like in today's game, like you have superstars signing with anybody, you know. And now that the season's canceled, a lot of their free agency decisions are based off of, you know, what happens during the season, especially in the playoffs. Like Anthony Davis in LA, there was already like speculation of him like leaving, and now if they didn't win the championship or go far, and now like you don't know like what could have happened, especially if they cancel it. So now it's like you have to make this big decision off of something you don't know. Like you're basically rolling the dice on
whether you stay or not.
Yeah, exactly. If you think you're gonna be good with this team or not, and it just sucks. I honestly think they should cancel it I'll find some alternative. But I don't know.
So what do you catch yourself watching now on TV since there is no sports?
Well, All the Smoke for sure. Shout out to them because they have like 3 episodes a week now that this quarantine is done. So, and they always posting them like showing their interviews, and like they actually do it. So that's cool. Like you said, the reruns. I like watching the old games for like players that I didn't see play. So, damn.
Wow, that's loud. That's crazy. Sorry about that.
We ain't got a studio yet.
We're working. Hey, we came up with this in 24 hours.
Exactly.
We gotta give it some time.
Yeah. But what was I saying?
You were talking about what you watch.
Oh yeah, the reruns. Yeah, because I like watching the reruns because there was a lot of players that I didn't get to watch play because I wasn't into it. You know, like Shaq. I really wish I would have watched Shaq play when he was younger. That dude was crazy. Yeah.
Now, I was remembering. I was watching. I think one of the games. Well, not even watching, but I kind of browsed through it, and I remember Bynum. Whatever happened to Bynum?
He got traded from LA for Dwight, and then he was injured, and then he just never found it.
So he's just out of basketball.
Yeah,
just like that.
The last time he played was like in 2015, I think. But even when he was on the team, he wouldn't play. Like he averaged like 2 points.
But I know that. But back in the days, it was like Bynum was like baby Shaq, wasn't he?
I mean, not Shaq, but yeah, he was good.
It was good.
It's good. Like he averaged like what 18 points, 10 rebounds. But,
cool. Well, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you and catching up a little bit about sports and how you feel about what's going on with the coronavirus and all the NBA season just canceled just like that, and hopefully they come back and get back in the groove.
Dude, we miss you so much. I'm so bored. Like this is why we did this, man.
I'm sure that there's a bunch of other fans out there that they're like, man, bring back sports. I mean, I think NFL was supposed to start anytime soon.
I heard the NFL was starting on track. Like they weren't gonna have any like setback dates because I think they started September or August or something like that. Baseball too. I heard they're not like postponing it or delaying it. I heard they're still doing it.
Assuming that all this gets cleared by the 15th, I think.
But yeah, man, I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Basketball's my life. And the thing is that playoff basketball would have been perfect for a time like this. Because it's like no one's like, you're just home, And they have games every day. And they're all back to back to back.
But so let's say they do come back, but they say no fans. Would it be the same?
I mean, it wouldn't be the same, but like
a big empty stadium and just like players playing like blank. It's like what the heck?
Yeah, like I'd rather have that than nothing, and that'd be cool.
But that'd be weird for the players.
I mean, I get, but like a lot of players are like, yeah, I'd rather do it without fans. But like to me, that'd be cool because it's like you. I mean, I feel like if they're talking trash, like you'd be able to hear that,
Yeah,
and
true.
And it's like a gym environment. Right. Like I don't know. I heard that they're just gonna play music while they were doing it.
Some orchestra music.
Yeah,
some rap.
Hip hop.
Some hip hop rap.
Some Dizzy Wright. Shout out Dizzy Wright.
All right.
But yeah, man, that would be awesome. I hope they bring it back. They were talking about today. They were like, that the executives are pushing the commissioner to cancel the season, but it's like.
So what would happen then? I mean, so let's say.
I heard there was gonna be. I think the best record would have got the championship.
So who would that be?
The Bucks.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're a contender too, the Bucks, but I don't think they'd win it.
But I don't even think it'll feel right. Like they'll hand
exactly.
you a trophy.
That's
like, here
saying.
you go.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's not even.
And then it's like everybody's gonna know that as the time that they got canceled and they just gave it to them.
I mean, this is for sure going in the books.
Yeah,
this is for sure going in the books.
And the Bucks are contenders too, but I didn't think they'd make it past. I think whoever would have won the West, so either the Lakers, the Clippers, or even like the Nuggets, even Houston. I feel like they had a chance. Like everybody talks about their small lineup, and I feel like they could go for the knockout because like they just spread the floor. You got Westbrook just dominating on a center,
which Westbrook was part of OKC.
Yeah.
Okay.
But respect to him. No, respect to him though, because he didn't just leave. He stayed with the team. Yeah, he stuck around till we like really hit the bottom.
Until they really hit the bottom.
Yeah. But that's that. Hey, I respect that.
Okay.
But yeah, like I feel like they could just. I feel like they're scary if people play at their pace. Because I don't know if you know, they don't have a center, which is like
I don't know, crazy.
So the Rockets don't have a center,
which is what
the big tall guy in the middle,
like a Shaq, like a Shaq.
Yeah, like a Shaq.
Right.
They don't have one.
Okay.
So that's crazy. So their center is like 6'6", which is like Kobe's height.
Okay.
Right, and that's not normal. So what they do is they put shooters all over the sides on the perimeters. and then they just shoot threes and they drive.
So they're outside shooters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just 3-point shooting and then driving. So my thing is like if they play like that, and they did it against the Lakers when they played the Lakers try to copy it. They try to play small with them, because Westbrook went off that night. I think he had like 45 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But because he kept the center kept guarding him, right? So it's an easy mismatch. So the Lakers tried to play with them and they lost. So I look at that and I'm like, damn, like if teams, I feel like it's a mental thing. Like if they get confused and they start trying to play the way that they play,
mm-hmm.
I feel like the Rockets can do some damage, you know? And that's if they're like 6 seed or 7 seed or something like that. But yeah, and then the Bucks too. I didn't think they were gonna win it unless Giannis like stepped up. But like last year when Kawhi and Siakam and all them, because he has no perimeter shot, you know,
mm-hmm.
and you have to make shots in the playoffs. Like you have to have like a 15 to 20 footer, and he just doesn't have it.
A center.
I mean, no, he's like
no,
power.
20 to 20 footer is the center player.
No, a shot.
Oh, a shot. All right.
You gonna get there though. We gonna teach them some stuff in this podcast. It's for everybody.
We're gonna.
This is good though. So the people that don't know, that you kind of learning with them. Exactly. They learning with you.
Yeah. So there's guys out there like me who don't know about sports. Yeah. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it with this coronavirus. I assure you that. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening. And like what we said, this is called "It's All Love."
All love.
It's all love.
All right. Subscribe. Oh, I wanted to shout out. I want to shout out Steven Jackson again.
Okay.
Big ups to him. You know, I want to shout out Mike Strong. He's a new artist. I think he's in Indiana or something like that. But he just dropped the album that I really liked it, and
it's fire.
It's good. Nobody really knows about him.
Okay.
But he's coming up. Shout out to him. He makes some good music. Yeah.
Sweet man.
What about you? You want to shout out about yet?
Shout out to our family, my wife, my mother-in-law for always supporting us.
Oh yeah,
whatever it is, they're always there, even though they think it might be a crazy idea, but they they never say don't do it. They're I think our family is pretty go-getters.
Mm-hmm.
We strive for the best. So big shout out to them. Thank you very much, and we're out.
Yep. Hope to have you guys or some guests soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. Maybe we can do like a phone call.
Oh yeah,
that'll be cool. Right. Yeah. I think we can do something like that, and have some guests over the phone since we can't really have anybody with us because of the coronavirus. 6 foot distancing, which this is not 6 foot, maybe a little 3 feet, 3 foot. That's how you can actually also measure 6 feet distance. If you from fingers to fingers, that's about 6 feet. So keep that in mind. So make sure you guys stay safe out there.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your mom, tell your aunt, everybody. Yeah. Spread the word. If you liked it,
let's get those subscribers.
And hit me up. Hey, ask me questions or ask us questions. We'll answer them on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun here.
Write some questions on the comments, and then we can go ahead and use them next time we go on.
Yep.
So that'll be good. Yep. For sure, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. It's all love.